I'm going to record, and whenever you're ready.
Alrighty. Well, good afternoon. My name is Britinay Troupe, and I'm here to present to you my vision for Beeable Coaching as the go-to coaching service in the United States. So right now, the U.S. is suffering from a health and economic crisis. Currently, 7 out of 10 deaths are caused by chronic diseases like diabetes, heart disease, and stroke, equating to 1.7 million deaths each year that are totally preventable. And 90% of the nation's $4.1 trillion in annual healthcare expenditures are for people with chronic mental and health conditions. So this is a huge issue. Right now, there are
changing, by the way. Your slides are not showing up if you're changing.
Oh, I'm sorry. What do you see right now?
We're seeing the first one.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Here. Let me go back. Okay. So 7 out of 10 deaths in the US are caused by chronic diseases, which equals up to 1.7 million deaths each year. And that's a pretty staggering number. Along with that, we have the nation's 4.1 trillion in annual healthcare expenditures for people who are suffering with chronic mental and health conditions. Also, right now in Colorado, we have 1.1 million individuals that are employed at small businesses, all of whom I believe could benefit from coaching services like what Beeable offers. Not only that, but I believe that there can be value added to businesses who choose to offer these services to their employees as a benefit, including the reduction of healthcare costs, reduced absenteeism, and an increased employee job satisfaction. I first became aware of this problem while I was working with a local direct primary care clinic who had contracted with a local business to care for the needs of their health and their employees. I had just lost both of my grandmothers within 1 year of each other to chronic and preventable disease. And I began to understand that the access to healthcare was only one piece of the puzzle. My patients were benefiting from in-depth conversations I was having with them about their struggles and their goals. This is how Beeable Coaching began. To offer a solution to this health and economic crisis with a mission to empower individuals to take control of their health and well-being, I decided to target populations of individuals who could benefit from this, the employees of small businesses. Right now in the state of Colorado, there are 1.1 million people employed by the 650,000 small businesses registered within the state. And of those businesses, 24,000 are located in the greater Colorado Springs area. According to the Small Business Association, small businesses employ less than 500 employees. I estimate that of the 24,000 small businesses in the area, there's a serviceable, addressable market of around 11,000 employees that we could engage. And currently, I believe my business could obtain and service about 1% of this market, which is about 240 businesses with a minimum of 11 employees per business engaged in services. And this estimated serviceable, attainable market could generate just over $2 million in revenue over a year. My business model for Beeable Coaching is largely value-based. I believe that Beeable Coaching has a unique opportunity to capitalize on the post-COVID attitude of employees and the generational attitudes of millennials and Gen Z, who are all more concerned than ever with their health and well-being. In fact, the wellness industry is one of the fastest growing industries and expected to continue its growth for years to come. And Beeable Coaching will be able to grow with those industry trends to become the go-to coaching service in the United States. By servicing the captive audience of small businesses and working with their management team to cultivate a culture of health and wellness within the companies, we will provide value to the employers and the end users. I've had multiple conversations with business owners, HR managers, and wellness program coordinators to discuss the success of their businesses, the needs of their employees, and what is expected from a service like Beeable Coaching offers. Time and time again, I have found that the majority of healthcare costs to businesses come from a small percentage of employees who have chronic diseases and frequently make claims on their insurance for medications and the management of their chronic diseases. And there are plenty of studies to back this up. One study published by the Population Health Management found that a telephonic health coaching program led to a 29% reduction in hospital admissions and a 10% reduction in emergency room visits, resulting in an overall cost savings of around $1,052 per participant per year. The Journal of Occupational and Environmental Medicine published a study that impacts of workplace health promotion and wellness programs on healthcare utilization and costs, found that the mean monthly healthcare costs were $35 less for healthcare health program participants compared with controls. And the return on investment was estimated to be about $2.53 for every dollar spent on the health program. And of course, studies have also shown that employees benefit as well. The Journal of Occupational Health Psychology published a study with findings suggesting that motivational interviewing, a technique used by Beeable Coaching, based in health coaching, is effective in improving both physical and mental health statuses in the employees. Unlike our competitors, Beeable Coaching offers programming that is unique to the individuals and the companies we serve to create the most engagement and the best possible outcomes for both parties. By focusing on developing the culture of the companies we serve and assisting the individual users in pursuing their own determined health and wellness goals rather than a predetermined goal, we can create the most positive change. Our flexible services offer in-person and virtual coaching, and we have a supportive mobile app for content and check-ins in between coaching sessions. This keeps our program high touch point and engaging. Plus, our commitment to partnering with all users allows us to create that customized experience instead of the traditional one-size-fits-all approach. Right here, you'll see a brief 3-year financial summary for Beeable's serviceable attainable market. In year 1, with a revenue of $1 million, we would have a cost of $180,500, with a profit of $819,500. In year 2, our revenue goes up along with our costs. We want to make sure that employees are getting a bonus each year and getting to attain more money as the revenue goes up and as the profit goes up. So in year 2, you can see that goes up with our profit, $889,500. And by year 3, we're at a profit of $909,500. Currently, the team is just me. I have a lot of qualifications for taking on this challenge, but I also understand that I'll need some assistance to make this vision a reality, which is why I'm planning to bring on some major players for Beeable's coaching team. My personal experience is being a combat veteran, finishing my degree in lifestyle medicine, and becoming a national board certified health and wellness coach. Of course, my experience has shown me that working with corporations and employees gives us a unique opportunity to serve a population that could benefit so widely and keep the cost of coaching affordable, whereas coaching has traditionally been very expensive for people to access. This keeps that cost low for the end user, and it provides the value for everyone. That's something that I have a lot of experience in. That kind of brings me to the use of funds. Using some of the funding from the Torch grant, I will be able to hire on 2 major players, a director of marketing and sales and a program manager. I'd like to develop and launch a marketing campaign with the help of a marketing and sales director, and I would really love to put together a formal advisory board and use the remaining funds to raise additional capital for the growth and the scale of Beeable Coaching. Thank you so much for your time today. I'd love to open it up to questions for you at this point.
Great job, Brittany. That was almost exactly 10 minutes. So perfect timing.
Thank you.
And if you could go ahead and stop sharing the screen, we'll go to the Q&A portion. Perfect. And judges, feel free to raise your hands, blurt it out.
Hey, Brittany, great job. Can you talk a little bit more about what the fee is for businesses to participate and partner with you?
Yeah, absolutely. So I came up with a fee schedule, which is a little odd, I guess. It's not a flat rate, but it does have a flat rate component. So to register a business with their employees, it would just be $1,000 straight up front to register the business. So that covers the cost of onboarding all of the clients onto the platform and then creating the content that will be sent to them, as well as providing the group coaching sessions. Then each participant over the course of the year would end up paying $686.
Thank you.
Yeah. I have a follow-up to that. So is the business paying for all of the services, or do the employees pay at a certain point? How does that shift?
Yeah, that's a great question that I believe could go either way. So if a business felt that they were not interested or capable of paying or partially paying for that service for their employees, it could be a percentage fee that they pay, or it could be totally on the employee to opt into that, just like they would any other additional benefit, like a pet insurance or something like that.
And are there any subsidies, or does health insurance cover any of this, or is this all going to be private pay out of pocket?
Right now, we are able to take the health savings account funds and flexible savings account funds with a physician's note. Unfortunately, there is that bit of red tape. Now, the National Board of Health and Wellness Coaching as an organization is really fighting the good fight for us with the American Medical Association. And there are billing codes available for us to use, but reimbursement is not guaranteed at this point. So they've been collecting data with the VA since 2019. And we're hoping in the next 2 years, we'll be able to do this all through insurance. That'll be the golden ticket, but we're still waiting for that fight to happen.
Yeah, that feels like where this could really blow up if you can get partial or full coverage from insurance.
Yes.
It feels like it's that gap between, like a mental health types of subsidy, but you don't want to have people go down the route of, already having a disease and now they're gotta go get treatment. So thank you for your question, for your answers.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry if I missed this. If I did, just tell me to relook at the PowerPoint or the presentation. But can you tell a little bit about your traction? How many coaching clients you've had so far? What you've learned from those clients?
Yeah, absolutely. So overall, since beginning coaching, I've had a little over 50 clients. And in the actual business, I've had 5 paying clients so far. And those are individual clients. So I'll preface that and say that this is sort of the newest development in the business since I started a year ago. I began with just targeting individuals and found that that wasn't going to be the best way to go about it. So now I've begun to sort of target this corporate wellness track.
Got it. And those 5 paying clients, are those companies or are those individuals?
Those are all individuals.
Okay. And then how has it gone proposing this to companies? Have you had some of those early conversations yet?
I've had just a few not serious proposals, but they have been very receptive to it. They think that it's a great program and that the flexibility that I will be able to offer with the in-person coaching as well as the virtual coaching is a big hitting point.
Will those coaching sessions be in groups of corporate employees?
Yeah, so the idea is that there would be group coaching sessions available as well as individual coaching sessions. So there would be groups based on goals. If there was a group of employees who wanted to lose weight or had a specific diagnosis of maybe type 2 diabetes, they could all find that support within their group, as well as have the coaching support in those group sessions, and have the availability to have individual sessions where they could talk a little more privately one-on-one.
And it was your growth scaling plan based on just you providing services, or it incorporated hiring on other trainers? And if it does incorporate other trainers, are they easy to find with the correct credentialing?
Yes, right now it's based on just me. I would also have my program director position to be a certified health and wellness coach too, if I needed that extra floating. But the National Board Certification for Health and Wellness Coaches has produced around 9,500 coaches at this point. They have 3 testing periods a year, and they've been producing about 600 each testing period. The other coaching organization that is pretty well vetted is the International Coaching Federation, and they have thousands of coaches globally as well. So this is definitely a growing field, and there are several of them around the Springs area that I've met with that I would love to hire on if I got to a point where I could, give them a full empanelment.
I'm going to curtail Martin's comment. Great job, Brittany. Question: who did your financial modeling and how did you come up with those numbers?
It was all me. I used some formulas that I learned through the Small Business Association. I try to stay as conservative as possible with everything that I was calculating, because I know that I'm probably not the best with that. And I would love to have all of those numbers further validated by somebody. I just haven't gotten to that point yet, to be honest.
Any other questions for Brittany? All right. Well,
You know what else
Brittany,
oh,
go
sorry.
ahead, Ashley.
Do one more. You said you developed an app. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so actually it's not something private that I've developed, but I'm using the Nudge app. It's a third-party mobile and web app for coaching, built by health and wellness coaches as well, and it's HIPAA certified, which is why I'm using it. Eventually, I'd love to develop my own, capabilities that I could really get on the backside and track data and validate my program through that app as well.
Perfect. Well, any final questions? Oh, all right. Well, thank you so much, Brittany. Great job. And thank you for stopping by. Best of luck with everything. We'll be in touch soon with some results and more information. But other than that, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much. Have a great one, everyone.
Thank you.